giggling, quiet. Are you still there, Sally?
Me, yes.
Well, last week over 90s we had some more silly mail actually. Last week's over 90s we showed you this. Stop giggling. What's the matter? You're shuddering. What's up with you?
You're sitting on her foot.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a bit congested here this morning.
It is a bit actually.
There's
There's
more
no
of
room
these
for
awful
anybody.
jam-faced kids than we normally
Ah!
Sorry, Sally. Right. If you remember last week's over 90s Great Big Nellies, all age groups, we showed you this photograph and we asked, it's actually a photograph of John Gorman and Sylvester McCoy. Sylvester's back on the show next week, completely loony that he is. We asked you, what was John saying to Sylvester? What was basically in those captions? What we fill the blanks in? Andrew Hyde from Weston-on-the-Green, Oxfordshire, said, I think the caption should read, John saying, is anything the matter, sir? And Sylvester saying, only that Benny in Crossroads has been nominated for an Oscar in preference to me. Or, oh dear, this old one. Gary Giles of Bakewell in Derbyshire. John Gorman says, how did you find your steak, sir? And Sylvester McCoy replies, quite by accident, sir. I just moved a few peas and there it was.
Oh, that
old one. Oh, and a silly one from Steve Holder from Whitchurch, Bristol, who says, this card's from that... John says, this card's from that Steve Holder bloke. And he says, oh, no, he's not still trying to win a Tiswas T-shirt, is he? Which is a sort of very strange, tenuous way of actually winning a Tiswas T-shirt. And very briefly, Julie Stanley from Barbie Rugby in Warwickshire, she thinks that John Gorman is saying, Oggy, Oggy, Oggy! And the reply is, Oi, Oi, Oi! How are you for? You'll get Tiswas T-shirts. Meanwhile, you're probably wondering what on earth we're doing with all these
Exactly, you
dragons
probably
around
are,
us.
so are we.
Sally's
Anyway,
not going to tell me.
well, yes, all over the country, people have been asked to make lovely dragons, and there's going to be a national sort of competition judged fairly soon. But these are all the regional finals. The first one over here is actually the winning entry from Oldham. That's in fact this dragon here. Then we move on. I haven't got a name actually for who made that. This large one here, which I mean, an amazing amount of work has obviously gone into these, as you can see.
This one's got glasses on, if you look.
Yes, it's great, isn't it?
Specs.
That was made by David Martin and Neil Parsons of Perry Beech's School in Birmingham. And then we sort of moved down to various assorted ones on the floor. There's this one here from Dawn and Alison Bowen, if I can just show you that one. This one from David Charter, who's 11 years old and made that. I think that's a very good attempt. There's an aged 6-year-old here, actually. Tracy Orme from Leicester. Amazing for a 6-year-old.
It's made out of plaster of Paris, I think.
Yeah.
It's got this strange straggly hair on.
Who's this one from? Anthony Austin from Blackpool. Look at that lovely little face there. Really quite amazing. Right, there's this one here. Oh, there doesn't seem to be a tag on that one. Oh yes, it is on the bottom. Suzanne Hall.
To this, actually.
Oh yes,
and I didn't think they'd
I
get
believe that the national winner is going to get some really amazing prize. This is Chris Bembridge from Bolton. Very good attempt there. And this huge one here.
That's lovely. It's my favourite.
It's lovely, isn't it? Look at the feet and everything. It's from the Victoria Junior School. It's a group effort from the under 11-year-olds, which is amazing that under 11-year-olds can all do that. But over the other side of the studio, there's an even larger dragon. In fact, I don't really quite know how we got it in. If we can just have a quick shot of that. And we've got the ladies here, actually, who made that, I believe.
Yeah, that's all that is. I'll go and stand by, actually.
Yes, go and stand by. You're pretty tall.
I'm huge. I'm actually 6'2", so you can see how big that is, actually. Yes. Mind you, I haven't got my shoes on. So I suppose that helps, but look at that.
Well, here are the winners. They're over here as well.
All right, enjoying the show. What do you think? Yeah.
So we can have a quick look
I know,
at you.
one or two rough bits. But...
So tell us, did you all make it between you? Yeah. And where are you all from? You are, right. Well, we're going to...
Tell you what, if you actually turn around, people at home can see you.
Seems like a good idea, doesn't it?
It's not actually radio at all, is it? I'm telling you.
Well, all this look at dragons, I mean, leads us very neatly and swiftly into a clip from Pete's Dragon. Quite amazing, isn't it? And the baddies here are trying to capture Elliot. Elliot, of course, is Pete's Dragon. Here we go. There's a man on the floor going, Get out of What's he doing?
Oh, he's going. Let me get a beat on him. Get that door. Oh, you saved me! Come in the wagon! Get him out of here! for him plus legals. And I got a bill of sale right here to prove it. Don't stand there! Come on, get me out of here! Get me out of here! Come on. Let him keep the brat. Come on, get the I'll never catch you again! Wait for us!
Nice clip there from Pete's Dragon there, starring John Bray. Right, let's move on. Actually, I must say hello very quickly to all the people I met in Swadlincote the other night. Sorry I had to rush away. It was a very, very busy night. Good heavens! Is that it? It's been a man coming. Are you sure? That's it, it's fine. Well, let's move on. If you're 8 or over 8, pencils and papers, boys, because it's time for this week's... All right, wait a minute, wait for it. 8 and overs, actually, it's an observation test again this week. So taking every detail as we go. Scribble notes if you can, but it'll be very, very fast to warn you because it's another of those clips that are very, very popular at the moment from Mork and Mindy. Have a look at this and scribble as fast as you can, 8 and overs.
Well, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Don't tell me. Well, don't tell me. Let me guess. Cufflinks.
Come on, you know what's in there. You gave me the money to buy it for you yourself.
Hey, don't rain on my parade. Let's see. Boy, a coat. Just what I've always wanted.
Oh. Come on. You should put it on and get dressed and go out and observe the snow. It'll be a whole new experience.
Are you sure those sky flakes won't bash my brains out?
I promise you it's perfectly safe. Come here, I want to show you something.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. Oh. Look.
Whoa. It's cold and beautiful.
Yeah.
And not housebroken.
Dad, he's become very responsible lately. Yeah, he was responsible for that.
Okay, Mork and Mindy there. This week's 8s and overs. If you already followed that clip, he got a present. Not yet. He got a present that Mindy actually brought him. Mindy brought him a present. What did he think the present was going to be first of all? What did he think the present was going to be first of all? Well, he was wrong because it actually turned out to be a coat. So what sort of a coat was it? There's an easy one. What sort of a coat was it? It was snowing outside. What did he call snow? He used this strange sort of intergalactic expression. What did he call snow? What did Mork actually call snow? And finally, who was Mindy talking to on the telephone? There you are, an easy one. Who was Mindy talking to on the telephone at the very end of that? What did he think it was going to be, first of all, the present? What sort of a coat was it when he actually found out it was a coat? What did he call snow? And who was Mindy talking to on the telephone? That's this week's 8 and over competition. Our address, of course, as usual, nice little egg we've got sent in, Brewster, is Tiswas, ATV Land, Birmingham, B12JP. Tiswas, ATV Land, Birmingham, B12JP. Well, there you are. As I said, there's a great deal of...
It is where I'm at then now. This,
not yet.
Well, why?
No. Sorry, it's time for Sarah Brightman.
And now, by the miracle of the cathode ray tube, we bring you one of Sally James's almost legendary pub interviews.
Tell me, Captain Strange, do you feel my devotion? Or are you like a droid, devoid of emotion? Encounters 1 and 2 are not enough for me. What my body needs is close encounter 3. I lost my heart to a starship trooper, crashing line in hyperspace, fighting for the Federation. Hand in hand we'll conquer space.
Well, Starship Trooper there, the Tiswas version. With me is Sarah Brightman. I'm sure you must have thought I was absolutely horrific. I can tell you, trying to train them just to walk along was absolutely murder.
Yes, it took me a while to get that as well.
Yes, but I don't think you probably had the sort of handicaps that people like
No.
Chris and Lenny Henry have got. Sarah, I want you to stand up because you've got a fantastic
Right.
outfit on, and I'm sure all the girls
Shall we
watching,
go?
probably the blokes as well, would like to see what you're wearing. That's really great, isn't it? Lots of
Got all
lovely
the
little
diamonds
badges.
and everything, yeah.
Are you obviously like all that sort of, all those kind of little badges and things? They're lovely.
Yes,
Collect them.
yes, I do. I got sort of boxes full of badges and diamonds and everything.
Lovely. In fact, we'll talk about clothes. In the film that we're going to see of Love Crusader, you've got quite a sensational outfit on. I gather that you had to go to Germany to, in fact, get that organised.
That's right. I had to fly over to Munich, and in fact, it was Boney M's designers that did it for me. And I mean, it only covers the bare necessities.
Yes, I had noticed. Is it uncomfortable to sort of dance in? It looks quite restricting in a funny sort of way.
Yes, it is. When we were doing the video, it was very uncomfortable to dance in, but I managed to get through it okay.
Because the last time you were here was with Starship Trooper. It then went on to become an absolutely massive hit, and of course you left Hot Gossip soon after that.
That's right, yes.
Was that quite a hard decision for you? I mean,
Well, the thing was, I was doing the Kenny Everett show with them and their cabarets, as well as promoting myself. And doing them all together became too much.
Yes.
I couldn't do them both, so obviously I took my own way, and off I went.
I mean, how do you sort of see the future then? I mean, you've got the follow-up single now, which is doing well. What's going to happen next? What's the sort of future plans?
Well, hopefully I'll be doing live tours after sort of June, because I'm getting an album together and it should be ready by about June. And that's it really.
The dancers that we see on the film, are they going to be regular dancers who'll work with you, or?
Yes, they'll mainly work for me for this single, and when
Yeah.
I do live tours, I want a lot more dancers behind me. But these dancers are just called the Starship Troopers for this record.
You spend a lot of time writing, I gather.
That's
and you're
right,
talking about the
yes.
album. I mean, you're going to do lots of different styles of songs.
No, mainly my writing consists of ballad songs. I've always written ballad songs since I was about 14.
Yeah.
I'm not amazing at writing disco songs.
And you've just bought a synthesizer
That's right.
to sort of
Synthesizer,
aid you
yes.
along. Well, Sarah, we've got some of the copies of the single in what colour vinyl are they? Red, I believe.
Red, that's
in red
it,
vinyl,
yes.
some little sort of comics that go with them. We've got a competition running on this, and we're going to ask people what is the B-side of Love Crusader. They write in and tell us that. They win a signed Sarah Brightman 12-inch single and one of these special comics. Entries to our usual address, which is Tiswas, ATV Land, Birmingham, B12JP. OK, good luck with the competition, and thanks for dropping in, Sarah.
okay,
Really
Sally.
nice to see you. Well, I can only apologise for that. I can't imagine what happened there. Let's hear Sarah's latest single, Love Crusader.
Ecstasy, the makers of the emotion potion, proudly present the adventures of the Love Crusader. Dateline, Tuesday, midnight, somewhere in the city. Can the foxy Love Crusader steal the heart of the Man of Steel?
Love Crusader, Love Crusader. I've seen you look to me with X-ray eyes that can cut images of thin disguise, but I'm not blinded by the kryptonite plan. Beneath that suit beats the heart of a man. Your super strength can call the pranksters.
the century. Can she pull it off? Let's hear what he has to say.
Baby, I know I'm powerful, but you've touched a nerve that makes me weak. So I'm giving up and giving in, because you're the one that I want.
Is this the end? Only time will tell.
Sorry, Sarah. Well, I don't know what. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Just something about your dancing.
That's okay, Chris. I don't mind. Anything for a joke, Chris. Anything to plug me records.
Okay, come and sit down. Okay. Sorry, Sarah. Mind her. Sorry, let Sarah in. Sorry. That's it. Sit yourself down. That's it. Fine. Okay, Sarah. Are you all right? You come forward so we can have a peep at you, actually, because you were the one who slipped up in that last bit, weren't you? Are you all right? What happened? You came in with a banana. You actually you did the classic of falling on a banana skin, didn't you? Are you all right? Did you hurt your back? Sure you're okay? What's your name? Caroline who? Caroline Shirley? Okay, happy Easter. Cheers. Right.
Yes, last week we had...
rabble.
Excuse me.
Blending tears.
Last week we had a child on the programme, and in fact they signed some copies of their album and also were giving away tickets to go and see them perform. And the question we asked was, how long is the single? How long is the single Only You? Well, the answer is it's 3 minutes 54 seconds. And the winners of the tickets and albums are Rachel and Sarah Bowling of Walkden in Manchester, Debbie Hoole of Ladywood in Birmingham, Elizabeth O'Neill of Ayrshire, Ronique Chand of Oxford, and Julia Bevan of South Wales. Yes, I thought this was rather attractive, this little Easter bonnet.
Yes, she's one of mine.
Chris, will you be quiet?
Sarah keeps butting in. All right. Sorry, yes, okay. Well, let's move on. We've seen a lot of him this morning, but this is it. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Humour that is really years and years ahead of its time. Indeed, we may well never quite catch it up. Chapman Brown and Frenchie.
Feel ever so daft there. In an attempt to bring some culture to the show, because let's admit it, they've had some rubbish on here, we're going to bring you songs of yesterday. In fact, songs like "Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick," "You're the Number One," nothing like that, but songs of yesterday. In fact, songs from way back 1918 or nearly 20 past 7. Oh, all right. Brother, but he went away to the war the other day. And stay out! With a smile upon his lips and his lieutenant pips upon his shoulder bright and gay. La, 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 la. I do that again. You probably think I can only do it once. La, 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 la. The same trick on the left hand. How's the train? How's the music, Caramuse? I'm not supposed to play. As the train moved out, he said, oh, I thought my mouth had shrunk then. Good one, eh? Give my love to all the birds. This doesn't go to Tyne Tees, does it? No, all right. And he weaved us little poor. Has a winner with a wah? Has a winner with a wah? Will your feet still Judy Henny? Why, little booty chitty boots, come home. Muttering these pathetic wahs. Pathetic wah! All together, watch the bouncing ball. Good. Bye-bye. Good. Bye. Here. Come closer, come closer, come close. Impersonation number one. No, I've not got it. It's impersonation. Oh! My God, a little frog on the stool. Good acting this, because I knew it was there all the time. All right. And I got a muzzle on that. Fair's fair. The frog was on there first. You stay on there, frog. I'll do the thing over here. Why should I move him? He's such a nice, cuddle little frog. And stay off! He'll feel that in the morning. He'll go, oh, because that's how they talk. Good, habahi. Good, habahi. What? Yeah, something like that. Goodbye. My God! What on earth was that? It was me going. Silly, isn't it? Investigates to the rear. Which way? That way, Pluto! That way! Mickey Mouse, just like him, isn't it? That way! Nothing like Mickey Mouse. I don't know why I did that. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty. Come here, you silly bee! Come here! Come here, you silly stoop! You... Don't move, he's slamming up! No! Don't!
Come on, the bees!
Get up!
Hello and welcome back. Lots more to go. Kate was popping in a bit later, but wow, zing, eh? Right, last week Spit was here and he did lots of impressions and lots of you wrote in saying how amazed you were at all the incredible things that he was doing. Well, can Spit do anything else? Any other impressions?
Lots of impressions. Do you want to do some more? Which one would you like? A watchdog. A watchdog. All right, come on.
No.
Good, good. Right. Any more? A boxer. A boxer. Go on then. Yeah. Good. Another one? A sea dog. This should be good. A sea dog. Oh! I see.
Can he do anything else? I mean, other than impressions. I mean, his impressions are great, but is there anything else
Yes,
he can do?
he can answer questions on more or less any subject.
Really?
Yes, answers
Shall I
questions.
try him with a question?
Please, go ahead, yes.
OK, right, Spit. What did you have for breakfast?
Sausages.
Amazing.
Do you want to answer a few more? I'll test him with a few. I've got some hard ones here. What does sandpaper feel like? Rough. Good. What's at the top here? Roof. Good. You've got the arm in the navy and the raft. Very
Hang
good.
on, I've got a really hard one. Right, you ready for this one, Split? It's really hard, okay? What sort of dogs go to crafts?
Riff-raff.
Oh. Well, that's the sort of humour you can expect on the show this morning. Actually, I must draw your attention to an amazing piece in the paper this week, reporting that the Incredible Hulk is in real trouble with the Actors Union in America. 6'5" giant actor Lou Ferrigno, a former Mr. Universe and Mr. America, keeps damaging the makeup team while they're painting him green every day. The problem is that before he can go on, Ferrigno has to pump up his enormous muscles and chest with a series of short, violent exercises. But it takes several hours to make him up, and while he's trying to keep himself fully inflated, he keeps knocking the tiny little makeup men and women over, and in some cases he's actually damaged a few people rather badly. Well, I think actually, by the miracle of television, we can now go over live by satellite to Universal Studios, where they're just putting the final touches to his makeup.
Watching their money grow. It's not an idle rumor, no scandal talk. All of the profits are washed through Curacao, Panama, New York. Offshore banking business. You better watch your chin, Jim. Offshore banking business. IMF never gonna let you in with it. Offshore banking business. You think it's just money that counts? Offshore banking business. Well, we sure will come match up your bank accounts.
Right, the members there, offshore banking business doing well in the charts. But we've got some rather unusual children who have visited us in the studio. Paul, I gather you can do something quite revolting. Go on. What is it you're going to do? Turn your ear inside out. You just see a close-up of that ear. Hang on a minute, Paul. Can you stay like that for a second? Ugh.
Unfold it.
Extraordinary things these children get up to. Thank you. And Jason, what are you going to do? Your double jointed thumbs, have you? Or double... My goodness. That's incredible. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. I'm not enjoying this a lot. And what's your name on the end there?
David.
And what are you going to do? Something to do with his eyes, I believe. Oh, David. What extraordinary party pieces. Well, I think that's more than enough of that. In fact, we've had a lot of letters from people who watch Tiswas saying that what they'd like to see on the programme is more cats. So the next item will, in fact, please cat lovers everywhere, because you'll be seeing a very interesting breed of cats. The cats here in the studio are only 7 weeks old, and they're called meerkats. He hasn't. Please spit very much. So here's Cuddly Huddy Corner.
Quack, quack, bark. Quack, quack, bark. Quack, quack, bark. Quack, quack.
Yeah, that's right. They are called cats. They're called meerkats from South Africa. As you can see, they're nothing like the domestic mongoose whatsoever. In fact, John Bose from Twycross, I don't think they're any relation, are they?
Relation to the mongoose?
No, to cats. I mean, they're not.
No.
What do they call them? Cats?
They are actually true mongooses. In actual fact, the word meerkat is all in one, so it bears no resemblance to cats whatsoever. It is a Dutch word, which I'm not sure, but I think it may relate to ninepins or skittles.
How big will these be? I mean, these are what, 7 weeks old at the moment?
These are 7 weeks old.
How big are they going to grow? Are they going to be very large?
No, they will go to a maximum of about 2 feet long.
They're lovely, aren't they? Can I have one?
Yes.
And they're from South Africa. You say they are related to the mongoose?
They are true mongooses. They're not related. They are actual mongoose.
Go on, then you can hold one, but you've got to be very careful with it.
I will.
Oh.
Thank you.
I will.
Very careful with it.
You want to hold
But otherwise you'll squeeze them.
Don't squeeze.
What do they live on at this stage, John? What are you feeding them on at the moment?
At the moment, well, these are now self-supporting. They're feeding on banana, apple, chicken, boiled chicken, hard-boiled eggs.
I mean, in India, mongooses attack snakes, cobras and sometimes. I mean, some epic film with that. Do these as well?
These do, but not as extensively as the larger mongooses, such as the Indian one you're talking to.
The one we've nearly lost, actually.
They're a little bit fidgety.
In some ways, they said, whoa! We lost another one. They are. Sorry about that. They're right, aren't they? They're very similar to prairie dogs, actually.
Yes, they behave like prairie dogs as well. First thing in the morning, they come out of the burrows, taking in the strong sunlight of the first sunrise.
What about this colouring? I mean, they're a very definite sort of, I don't know, a grey, I suppose, if you've got a colour set, because I got in trouble with that gentleman with the black and white set the other day. Does it change much as they grow to an adult size?
Yes, they will be grey and brown striped.
Whoa!
Crossways.
Very fast, aren't they? It's lucky I used to do cricket at school, actually.
Crossways across the body, they'll be striped.
They're beautiful, aren't they? And when will they be fully adult?
They're very slow growing.
Oh, come on, they're very fast. They may be slow growing.
I think I'd better hold this one and you hold the other one.
I think I've got the quick one. Okay, well, we don't just throw this programme together. Those were meerkats, but now for a probably rather less friendly sort of cat. You're sure you're supposed to hold them by the tail. Rather less friendly sort of cat. Here's Sylvester, accompanied, as always, by Tweety Pie.
I am a little tiny bird, my name is Tweety Pie. I live inside my bird cage, hanging way up high. I like to swing upon my perch and sing my little song. But there's a cat that's after me and won't let me alone. I taught a putty tat a-tweepin' upon me. I tore a putty tat as plain as he could be.
I am that great big bad old cat, Sylvester is my name. I only have one aim in life, and that is very plain. I want to catch that little bird and eat him right away. But just as I get close to him, this is what he'll say. I taught a putty tat a-creepin' upon me. You bet he saw a putty tat. That putty tat is me.
That putty tat is very bad. He sneaks up from behind. I don't think I would like it if I knew what's on his mind. I have a strong suspicion that his plans for me aren't good. I am inclined to think that he would eat me if he could.
I'd like to eat that sweetie pie when he leaves his cage, but I can never catch him. It throws me in a rage. You bet I'd eat that little bird if I could just get near. But every time that I approach, this is all I hear.
I tore a putty tat a-tweeping up on me. I tore a putty tat as well as he could be. And when I sing that little song, my mistress knows he's back. She grabs her broom and brings it down upon Sylvester's back. So listen, you bad putty tat, let's both be friends, you see. My mistress will not chase you if you sing this song with me. Come on now, like a good cat.
Oh, all right. Suffering succotash.
I tore a putty cat a-tweeping up on me. I tore a putty cat as plain as he could be.
Who needs Starship Trooper? What am I talking about? I need Starship Trooper. There are two 7-year-old dancers there, which means that they're eligible for this week's Under-8s competition. I'm going to show you a clip from a very successful film, Watership Down, that's doing the rounds at the moment. Under-8s, have a hard look at this and see if you can spot, first of all, in this clip from Watership Down, how many rabbits do we first see, OK? How many rabbits do we first see? What dead flower do you see? What dead flower do you see? What steel object does the rabbit look up at? So check those again. How many rabbits do we first see? What dead flower do you see? And what steel object does the rabbit look up at? OK, it's a lovely film with some lovely music. Music from Art Garfunkel, actually, Bright Eyes, which I think is currently the #1 single. You've seen Watership Down, have you? Well, have another little look at this little clip. Oh, there you are, the #1 single there of Bright. You're right, you lot. Rough children we got in this morning. #1 single there from Art Garfunkel, Watership Down. Right, Under-8s. We asked you, how many rabbits do we first see? How many rabbits do we first see? What dead flower did you see? What dead flower did you see? And what steel object did the rabbit look up at? OK, that's this week's Under-8s competition. Our address, one of these things we got sent in, we'll be sending you a t-shirt. Have a little look at that. Magic thing, actually. It's supposed to be Superman. When you lift it up, it says Tiswas, ATV Land, Birmingham, B1 to JP. That's right. It says faster than the speed of the Tiswas credits, more powerful than Chris Turner's mouth, able to leap over Sally James at a single pounce. It's the Phantom Flamplinger's arch enemy, Super Tisman with a pine hand see over. That's from James Ross from 15 Portobello Road, Edinburgh, up there in Scotland, where I should be this afternoon. It's great to see you back on Scottish television, he says. Yeah, it's very nice to be back, actually. Right, meanwhile, in a very quiet corner of this very, very noisy studio is Sally James with...
And now, live from Birmingham at almost no expense whatsoever, it's another one of Sally James's almost legendary pub interviews.
They've got the stars for the they've got the stars as the replacement for your past. All I want to do is forget.
Kate?
Hi.
And nice of you to spare some time to talk to us. I know you're in the middle of your first tour, which must be quite hectic for you.
It's going really well, thanks. Yeah, it's really good.
You have actually received very good reviews. Well, most of the ones I've read have been very good. Were you worried about what the critics were going to say about you?
Yeah, I'm always worried what they're going to say, but I always feel that the most important thing is your audience, because whoever the critics are, it is only a personal point of view, and although it's very important, especially to the public, I can't help but feel that the immediate reaction you get there is what matters the most.
And how have you found the reaction so far from the audience?
Incredible.
Yeah?
I couldn't believe it. They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Really.
Now, of course, it is rather an elaborate show that you're doing, isn't it? The sort of set changes. I gather you're doing a little bit of magic, all sorts of things going on. How long did it take to get the whole thing together?
Oh, a few months. We've been
Yes.
working since the beginning of this year.
Mm.
And it's coming along well.
I mean, were many people involved in sort of the whole concept, or was it basically all your idea?
Well, the major concept is basically mine, but
Mm.
I've had a lot of help from people, and we've all worked together, really, on a lot of levels. And I think that's the best thing about it, you know, that everyone's really enjoying working with each other.
Now that it has worked so well, I gather you were a little bit worried beforehand that it would all be okay. Now that it has proved to be so successful, do you think you might do a more extensive tour later in the year?
That really depends. So much depends on energies, you know, because it can become very tiring with the travelling. I don't know, we have to wait and see.
The last year was really definitely your year, wasn't it? Sort of hit records, you won practically every award going, your first single went straight to #1. Were you sort of prepared for the success to happen as quickly as that?
How can you be prepared for something like that?
I mean, did it stun you slightly that everything was going so well?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm still stunned by that. I honestly can't believe it. It never really sunk in.
Yeah.
It's something that you don't expect to happen, and I'm just so lucky that people chose me.
How old were you when you were first interested in music?
Since I was a kid. I mean, I've been into music since I was about 5, and when I was about 11, I actually started writing songs.
I mean, could you play an instrument when you were 11 then?
I was learning the violin,
yes,
and I didn't like it. And I used to go to the piano as a sort of rebellion against the violin, and I'd take it out on the piano.
And you'd actually started writing at that young age. I mean, were your family musical? Did they sort of encourage you?
Yeah, my brothers were, but I used to just sort of lock myself away. I was quite lonely as a kid, so I used to use my piano as a friend.
What really inspires you then to write your songs? I mean, do you actually sit down and say, right, I'm going to write a song now, or does something that happens to you give you an idea?
Well, even if I get the idea, I'll have to say, right, I'm going to sit down and write the song now, because you have to make that decision before you actually break through the thinking about it to doing it. Because that's the trouble with everything. You can think about it for ages, but to actually do it is the leap. And it really depends on so much as to whether it comes together.
Well, Kate, thanks very much for talking to us, and good luck next week. I gather you're doing a week at the London Palladium.
Yeah.
I hope that goes well for you. We're going to, in fact, hear your latest single now, the one that's doing well in the charts for you. Here's Kate Bush with Wow.
She seemed like a nice girl, didn't she? A nice girl.
Lovely girl, I thought she was. Anyway, 3 albums. 3 copies even, of the album Lionheart to give away to the first 3 people who write in telling me who wrote the book of Wuthering Heights. Who wrote the book of Wuthering Heights?
I know.
Don't say it.
Oh, no,
Entries
just-
to our usual address, which is Tiswas, ATV Land, Birmingham, B12JP. Must just tell you, actually, we've got lots of goodies for you next week. Probably Racy will be popping in, and we've also got a group called Monks coming in to perform live. 1, 2, 3.
Nice. Right, that's about it, really. Have you all had a nice time? Yeah! Just one other item, actually, just to sort of close the morning. If you just...
Nano.
Right, these ladies, she volunteered just before we finish this one. They've actually volunteered to take on phantom flamping, and as you know, in recent weeks, these little competitions against the phantom flamping have gone wrong. Where are you lot from? Burton-on-Trent. I see you put your brewery T-shirt on. A well-known brewery. They seem to be advertising. Never mind about that. I didn't really want to work again anyway. Right. The flanflinger's over there. Now, last week we took one flanflinger against about 8 girls, and he didn't come off too well, actually, although, of course, he won, because he always does. But actually, this week we've got Mrs. Flanflinger and the baby bucket bang, all right? You've got your pile of pies there. You've got your pile of pies over there. Everything ready? Blackest fiend in the cosmos? Yes? Right. Right. On the command, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and may the best man or woman win. Oh dear, they seem to have taken all those pies and disappear. They've been whipped up on the carpet. Oh dear, this is dreadful. Even blacker than usual. There he is again, the blackest fiend in the cosmos. Will nothing stop this man? Once again, these girls from a well-known Midland brewery, they stand no chance against this sort of stuff. This is silly. Look at them absolutely covered from head to toe in custard pie. This is the blackest fiend in the cosmos. This is the ghastliest ghoul in the galaxy. This was Tiswas. Have a nice Easter. We'll see you next week. Ta-ra!
What to say and do, but only a friend can know the you that's you. So think before you do what they say. It's your life, so go your own way. Questions and answers, honesty, lies. Yes, no. An argument, your statement, to say, look, I'm alive. Just doing what you think is right will help you to survive. So think before you do what they say. It's your life, so go your own way. Questions and answers, honesty, lies. Yes, no, you can't. Questions and answers, honesty, lies. Yes, no, you can't, but you can if you know why. There's no one that can tell you what you can and cannot be. The world was made for all of us, for you and yes, for me. So think before you do what they say. It's your life, so go your own way. Questions and answers, honesty, lies. Yes, no, you can't, but you can if you know why. Questions and answers. yes. No, you can't, but you can if you know